Hello again, everyone. I'm thankful to say that things are generally starting to look up for me, and I've started to work on another script, and I'm really hoping to have an edited video for you guys next weekend. But in the meantime, I've just been struggling as usual, I suppose. A lot of you can probably relate, those who deal with mental health issues. I'm sure are very familiar with the many ups and downs that it brings. I'm finding myself just sort of all over the place, and it's very, very frustrating. Wake up one day and I'm feeling great and fine and start working on a script and really excited to get the movie or get the video moving forward and start producing more and feeling like my life is moving forward, and then just wake up the next day not feeling it at all and feeling very depressed and down about life and about myself and etc. etc. And today was sort of one of those days where I was rather depressed when I got up, but that thankfully subsided with help from my other half, and then was dealing with a lot of anxiety over a social situation that I was going to be facing today, and it ended up being okay, but it's just been so all over the place, and I found myself very, very frustrated with it. Just angry. Just angry. And it's not helpful. Anger isn't really a helpful emotion, but at the same time, all of our emotions, as my therapist taught us, are signals from our body saying something's going on. And you certainly should not ignore them. And so this frustration is not something that I should get frustrated with, which is really hard because with having mental health issues, once you start to feel it up, you just want it to keep going. You want to start getting better and feeling better and thinking that things are in an upward positive motion now. And so the fact that it's not really like that, it's very much a roller coaster, and there are ups and there are downs. And with depression, it's just exceptionally unpredictable. And with anxiety, it can equally be unpredictable. And so just having them come and intrude in on your life when you feel like things are starting to go well. Frustrating is the best word I can put to it. I just would really like to start feeling like I'm moving forward. But in that sense, for anyone who can relate to me, I feel for you. And I do just want to say that though that frustration is valid, try to remember that what you're going through is difficult and unpredictable. That is mental health issues. And the more empathetic and compassionate you are to yourself about your experience, the less painful and harmful it can be to you. And then, in that sense, hopefully, the less long it lasts. So, when you're depressed, try not to feel down about the fact that you're depressed. I mean, when I get up and I feel like I don't want to get up, like today I sort of woke up really late because I just didn't want to get out of bed. Um, the main thing is to not further feel down about the wasted time, for example, that you might think you'd now just spent, laying in bed instead of accomplishing things. Because the more you judge yourself in terms of whatever experience you're going through, the worse it's going to be in the end. And it's just really, really hard when all you have is average people to compare yourself to, being like, well, they're going to school and they're going to work and they're accomplishing things, they're getting their life done. I want to get my life done too. I want to live. And that's valid. It's really valid to feel that way. But at the same time, you need to have respect for the fact that you do have a mental health issue, just like I do. And just be compassionate to yourself about that and about those experiences, because you aren't the average person. And that's okay. That's perfectly fine. That doesn't make you lesser of a person. It just means that our experiences are different and we need to operate differently in order to accommodate them. And in order to have our life moving forward and feeling positive and stuff, we just need to accommodate differently. And so right now, that's what I'm struggling to do. I'm wishing I was further ahead with the script that I'm currently working on, but trying to be understanding that I'm still really healing from March and my trial, and constantly working on healing from my PTSD, my depression, my anxiety. And there are bad days now and then that hinder and sort of make me feel like I'm taking a few steps back in my healing. And that happens. But it doesn't have to mean that, I'm not healing or that I'm not moving forward. I need to focus on the good, basically, and I encourage you to try and do the same. Focus on the good days and be empathetic and compassionate in the bad days, because mental illness is not a simple cut and dry thing. We all know that in going through it, and the more empathetic and compassionate we can be to ourselves and to others who are going through it, if we're trying to help them with it, just the less painful and impactful it will be overall. I'm really noticing in terms of my last vlog that I should keep the reflections on my mental health to vlogs and anything deeper discussion to more research, because in not doing a lot of research on my last vlog and mostly just wanting to talk about a subject, I got all kinds of people telling me that they didn't feel I did enough research to be discussing the topic, so lesson learned. But I was just trying to have a conversation about that trial that went down in Ontario. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that vlog. If you didn't, my apologies. I'll be keeping more serious topics into more research stuff in the future. In the meantime, I really, really appreciate all the support that you guys have been providing up to now, and just for sticking around and staying my awesome subscribers despite not having the fully edited content coming out all the time. I'm going to be keeping up with these vlogs now. I'm going to be trying to release them every week no matter what. But on top of that, I am really going to be trying to get back with my edited videos. So hopefully I will have that out for you next week. Fingers crossed. In the meantime, thank you so much for joining me each week. Please know that I empathize with your experience, and I really hope that you do too, because you empathizing and being compassionate with you is definitely number one for your mental health. And as always, I hope you will join me again next week, where I try again to rant or cry or share a little something that I've learned in life.